Andy Dufresne, a banker, is wrongly convicted of murdering his wife and her lover. He is sentenced to life imprisonment in Shawshank prison, where he faces a brutal reality of violence and corruption. As he tries to adapt to his new life, he befriends Red, an inmate with the ability to procure items. Over time, Andy discovers that there is more to survival in prison and begins to use his financial skills to improve the lives of the inmates. Here are 3 significant scenes from the first chapter of the film: the fall into hell, the conviction moment. The story begins with Andy Dufresne's court trial, where he is convicted of murdering his wife and her lover. The scenes show how the judicial system can be unfair as Andy is treated as a criminal despite his innocence. Arriving at Shawshank, Andy is shown on his first day in prison, where he is subjected to bullying and violence by the inmates. These scenes highlight the harshness of life inside the prison and showcase his shock at the new reality. Andy's meeting with Red. Andy meets Red, who becomes a close friend. They talk about life in prison, and Andy begins to gain trust through his intelligence and financial skills. This moment reflects the beginning of Andy's transformation from a mere victim to someone seeking to improve his situation. These scenes set the course for the story's development and highlight the challenges Andy will face. As the years go by, Andy continues to develop his relationships within the prison. He uses his intelligence to help with prison affairs and begins transforming the library into a vibrant place for learning. He focuses on educating the inmates and becomes an inspiration for them. Despite the difficult circumstances, Andy remains hopeful. He also starts planning his escape, using his skills in digging and hiding tools. He begins to form a meticulous plan to escape from Shawshank, showcasing his inner strength and will. Building relationships, Andy starts developing his relationships with other inmates by organizing reading and discussion sessions in the library. Over time, the inmates start to see him as an inspiring figure. He exchanges knowledge with them, encouraging them to read and learn, creating an atmosphere of hope amid despair. Transforming the library, Andy dedicates his efforts to turning the library into a vital learning center. He begins collecting books and offering classes for those interested. The inmates feel proud as they participate in educational activities, enhancing their sense of purpose and hope. The place changes from just a library to a sanctuary of knowledge and creativity. Planning the escape. Amidst working on developing the library, Andy starts formulating a meticulous plan for escaping. He uses simple tools and hides them carefully, utilizing his expertise in digging. Andy's determination and strong will are evident as he envisions his life outside the prison walls, reflecting the power of hope he clings to despite harsh conditions. After years of planning, Andy successfully escapes from prison through a tunnel he had dug. He faces dangers and crawls through sewage pipes to reach his freedom. He later reveals the corruption within the prison administration and provides the evidence to the authorities. Red is also released from prison and looks for Andy. The friends finally reunite in Mexico, where this meeting symbolizes hope and the determination to achieve the life they deserve. The film ultimately highlights the idea that hope is what gives life its meaning. The escape scene. Under the moonlight, Andy digs the tunnel slowly, his heart pounding with fear and anticipation. Every time he hears the guard's footsteps, he stops and hides, but his determination outweighs his fear.